What if I told you that some of today's biggest celebrities have pasts so shocking they could rival any Hollywood thriller? We're talking about A-list stars who've won awards, graced magazine covers, and walked red carpets. But behind the glitz and glamour lies a very different story. From childhood trauma to brushes with the law, from extreme poverty to life-altering scandals, these celebrities have overcome odds that would break most people. Their paths to stardom weren't paved with gold. They were forged through hardship, resilience, and in some cases, decisions that could have destroyed their futures forever. Today, we're diving into the hidden chapters of fame, stories publicists would rather keep buried, moments that shaped these stars long before they stepped into the spotlight. These aren't just tales of rebellion or growing pains. We're talking about experiences so intense, so dramatic, they fundamentally changed who these people became. So, buckle up. You're about to discover that the path to stardom is rarely straight, never easy, and sometimes downright dangerous. These are 10 celebrities whose shocking pasts might completely change how you see them. Let's dive in. Number 10. Eminem. From Detroit streets to global stardom. Before Marshall Bruce Mathers III became the rap god we know as Eminem, his life was a struggle for survival. Growing up in predominantly black Detroit, Eminem was constantly moving, facing poverty so severe they sometimes lived without electricity or running water. Raised by his mother, Debbie, who struggled with her own issues, Marshall was bullied relentlessly. He even suffered a concussion after being beaten by a school bully, a trauma that deeply influenced his music. At 17, Eminem faced assault charges after a school fight turned violent, followed by weapons possession charges. In his late teens, he was essentially homeless, crashing on couches and sleeping in laundromats while working dead-end jobs. Despite these hardships, he channeled his pain into raw music that resonated with millions. Eminem's journey proves that sometimes our darkest moments shape our greatest triumphs. Number 9. Lindsay Lohan, child star to cautionary tale. Lindsay Lohan's fall from grace is one of Hollywood's most documented disasters. As Disney's golden child in The Parent Trap, she seemed destined for stardom, but the pressures of early fame took their toll. Between 2007 and 2013, Lohan was arrested multiple times for DUI, theft, and probation violations, each incident exposing a deeper psychological struggle. In 2011, she was caught stealing a $2,500 0-cent necklace, and her DUIs revealed a reckless disregard for life. Her repeated rehab stints and jail time showed a cycle she couldn't break, and her physical and mental toll was visible as her bright-eyed youth turned into someone clearly haunted and exhausted by their struggles. Lindsay's story reminds us of the dangers of child stardom without the right support. Her struggles weren't just bad decisions, they were symptoms of a young woman thrust into an adult world she wasn't prepared for. Number 8. Robert Downey Jr., the ultimate comeback story. Robert Downey Jr.'s rise from Hollywood pariah to Marvel superhero is legendary. Raised in an entertainment family, Downey was exposed to drugs at a shockingly young age. By his 20s, his addiction to cocaine, heroin, and alcohol spiraled out of control. He was arrested multiple times between 1996 and 2001, with one incident involving him breaking into a neighbor's house while under the influence. Downey's legal and personal troubles almost ended his career, with studios refusing to insure him and his personal relationships falling apart. His time in prison was a wake-up call, forcing him to rebuild his identity and career. His comeback, though not easy or immediate, proved that with sobriety, therapy, and hard work, he could reclaim everything he lost. Number 7. Cardi B, from Bronx struggle to hip-hop royalty. Cardi B's rise from poverty to stardom is well known, but her struggles are deeper than most realize. Growing up in the Bronx, Cardi faced poverty and violence that shaped her outlook. At 19, she became a stripper to escape an abusive relationship and support her family. But the work wasn't just for money. It was a way out of a dangerous, violent environment. Cardi's legal troubles during this time included altercations that led to assault charges, and a shocking revelation later surfaced where she admitted to drugging and robbing men. Despite this tumultuous past, Cardi used social media to build her brand, embracing her honesty and turning her painful experiences into her artistic identity. Her transformation into a Grammy-winning artist is a testament to her strength and resilience. Number 6. Justin Bieber, teen idol to troubled star. Justin Bieber's journey from teen heartthrob to troubled young adult shocked the world, but his behavior had warning signs long before his publicized incidents. Raised by a single mother in Canada, Justin showed signs of rebellion early. When he turned 18, his legal troubles began. In 2013, he vandalized a neighbor's house, and in 2014, he was arrested for DUI and drag racing under the influence. The pressure of extreme fame at a young age took a toll, leading to erratic behavior and substance abuse. His relationship troubles and constant media scrutiny added to his struggles. Eventually, Justin sought help through therapy and spiritual counseling, leading him to a more stable personal and professional life. Number 5. Rihanna, from trauma to triumph. Rihanna's rise from Barbados to global superstardom is inspiring, but her childhood was marked by trauma. Growing up in a home with a father battling addiction, Rihanna witnessed domestic violence and financial instability. The abuse she saw as a child tragically resurfaced in her own adult relationships, including the violent 2009 assault by Chris Brown. Though public, this abuse was a part of a pattern Rihanna had witnessed throughout her life. But instead of allowing it to define her, Rihanna became an advocate for survivors of domestic violence, using her platform to raise awareness. Her story is one of immense strength and triumph, turning her painful past into power. Number 4. Shia LaBeouf, from Disney star to erratic artist. Shia LaBeouf's journey from Disney Channel star to controversial artist is one of the most bizarre transformations in Hollywood. Raised in a chaotic home, Shia was exposed to addiction and instability at an early age. This environment fueled his mood swings and self-destructive behavior, which often manifested in clashes with directors and erratic public stunts. Shia's behavior seemed to cry out for help, with a series of arrests and bizarre performance art projects. These actions were his way of processing deep-rooted trauma from his tumultuous childhood. Behind the headlines, Shia struggled with depression and identity crises, which reflected in his personal and professional life. Number 3. Marilyn Manson, shock rock, born from real shock. Marilyn Manson's shock rock persona may have been designed to provoke, but his real-life past was even darker. Raised in a strict Christian household, Manson was exposed to adult themes and sexual deviance at an inappropriate age. This oppressive environment created a rebellion that led to his infamous persona. His early arrests and self-destructive behavior weren't just for attention. They were expressions of the trauma he had experienced. Manson's art was both a coping mechanism and a form of therapy, forcing audiences to confront uncomfortable truths about religion, sexuality, and societal norms. Number 2. Megan Fox, beauty built on pain. Megan Fox's stunning looks hide a childhood filled with bullying, instability, and emotional abuse. Growing up in Tennessee, Megan faced severe bullying that led to academic and social problems. Her family life was marked by frequent moves and her parents' divorce. Before fame, she endured a toxic relationship that involved emotional and verbal abuse, leaving her with trust issues and a defensive attitude that was misinterpreted as arrogant. Her struggles with being objectified in Hollywood further compounded her emotional instability. Megan's experiences show that beauty, while celebrated, doesn't protect one from pain or trauma. Number 1. Robert Pattinson, the most surprising past of all. Robert Pattinson's journey from troubled London teen to heartthrob is the most unexpected. Growing up in a middle-class family, Robert faced financial instability and emotional challenges. In his teens, he became involved in petty crime and was even questioned by police in connection with break-ins. He also struggled with alcohol abuse during this period. Though his early career started as an escape, Pattinson threw himself into acting to avoid a destructive path. His transformation into the beloved Twilight star is one of Hollywood's most surprising comebacks. Conclusion: the real foundation of fame. These 10 celebrities show that the path to fame is rarely what it seems. Behind every red carpet appearance and award speech is a person who has faced real struggles, made mistakes, and overcome challenges most wouldn't survive. Their stories are about resilience, redemption, and the complex reality of human experience. Fame doesn't erase the past, it just amplifies it. These stars have turned their pain into purpose, their mistakes into motivation. The next time you see them on screen or stage, remember that their performances are shaped by real experiences and triumphs over adversity. Which of these revelations surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden truths behind your favorite celebrities. There's always more to uncover.